a week ago at Harbortown in South Carolina with those narrow fairways and trees everywhere. Wolf Creek looks like you can let it rip.
That's for sure. I grew up in New Zealand. We didn't have these canyons and wide open spaces, and certainly, the wildlife running around. So for me, I thought it was sort of awe-inspiring, just seeing America's beauty at its best. But you're right, dramatically different from Hilton Head.
From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Took a lot of sand there. That did not have enough to reach the green. It's going to get hung up on the fringe. Yeah, nothing easy about that. Just hoping to get it close from off the green, but the line there was perfect. That is in for par. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Well, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that too by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
And he definitely could have used a little more club there up the hill, as that's going to come up short. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Needing to get this close. It's his third at the par 3. Oh, he nearly got away with his par from off the green. Still a great shot, Frank.
Yeah, he's surprised it didn't get to the hole. And to be honest, at first, I thought he hit it too hard, but it didn't even get there.
That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across there. This hole's only 383 yards. It won't even really play its distance. But, of course, you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway. Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction.
Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. Oh, that looked good the whole way. Very nicely done. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Now to the par 5 5th hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank?
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy-looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that left, down that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. Second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels. That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the green side bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Tough to control the golf ball out of the bunker. This is on the green, but with a lot of work left to be done. Whoa, I know that's a long putt, but that is way short. Just 5 feet left.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's another shot.
Okay, so problems at the par 5, as that's in for a 7. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. Next up, 447-yard par 4 6th. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green. This is heading left, and it may need to stop quickly. Oh, I thought that ball might just have a chance of staying dry, but no such luck as that kicks into the hazard. So the drop taken, and now he'll try to find some way to fashion an up and down from where he is and still get out of here with a par.
Just too much juicy grass between the ball and the club face. It's always going to come up short out of that sort of light. The hits just keep coming. This is a struggle, that's for sure, and the score looks like it's going to accelerate as well.
Oh, man, he can't believe it. What else could go wrong? Okay, that one on line, a good putt, but it's a double bogey here at par 4. And that's going to drop him back down to 6 over. Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee.
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a lap hole, but lap hole just, it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And where I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot, even if that only is a sand iron. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Here at 7, this is second from off the fairway. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, he's done the hard work, leaving the ball below the hole, but this one's going to require extra pace to get it all the way up to the top. Pretty straight overall.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain at 6 over. We think back to the 3rd hole at Wolf Creek, straight up the hill. This 8th is the opposite. It's listed at 248 yards on the scorecard, but it plays significantly shorter than that thanks to a drop of better than 80 feet from tee to green. Keep that in mind when selecting your club. Oh, this one is lost to the right. Well, that's what makes this game so challenging, right? You have to account for the elements. In this case, the wind. That ball was well struck, just got up into the wind, and it never came back online. Pushed all the way to the right and into the hazard. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. You can see the frustration building. That is not a great putt there. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front nine.
So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. A look here at birdie.
And this really is all about visualization. You've got to see the line in your head, pick out a spot, maybe a foot and a half in front of you, and aim for that.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th, and that will wrap up what was a tricky and demanding front side. The par 4 10th, and Frank, what's the right way to attack this hole?
A little deceiving off the tee here, Rich, because you don't see the full width of the fairway because of the desert down the right side. You do see those bunkers down the left. 280 yards take them completely out of play. And it's a fun green, obviously protected by those bunkers on the left and that little one-pop bunker on the right. But be aware of the contours of this green and just be aware, too, where they stick the flag. In that front section, then this is certainly a birdie hole.
He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll remain 8 over for the tournament. Now at the par 3 11th, and though it is 215 yards, you can see with that elevated tee, it doesn't play quite as long as you're coming downhill. You certainly don't want to miss it left here. Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Just want to maneuver this one close, down the slope for birdie. Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Now to the par 5 12th, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Okay, you like to see that. It has been a tough day, no question about it, but that was a bright spot, Frank.
Well, it was like it was raining through most of the day, and then all of a sudden the sun popped out, because this is a total change.
Yeah, that's a little more uphill than you think, and that's going to come up a bit short. It's been a tough ride. This would be a nice birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. Up next, another short par 4, 350-yard, 13th here at Wolf Creek. It is a dogleg to the right. Big hitters might be tempted to cut the dogleg and go for the green. But buyer beware. Miss right, and your ball is gone. Oh, do you believe it? Right off making birdie, this tee shot on the very next hole. Out of bounds. Oh! Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. You'd think he'd be good at bunker shots. He's been in so many today.
Might want to take a shovel with him. Time to just pick up and move on to the next hole. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We're looking at 136 yards to the front of the green, 124 to get to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
It's been a rough one today, but well, a shot like that should be savoured because it is the only one I've seen so far today.
Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to stay at 9 over par. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. Yes, a great putt there following the monster drive, and it's an eagle too here at the par 4. So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward, and I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know.
And this ball absolutely piped. It is right down the middle. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Oh, yeah, home and 2 on this par 5. Okay, Frank, back-to-back pars. I get it. Back-to-back birdies. Nice going. Back-to-back eagles. Come on.
It's just like slamming the car into drive and just say, go!
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. Hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Oh, how good is that? It's an eagle here at 18. And that will conclude an opening round 76. So 1 round in the books. Frank, how would you assess what you saw from this golf course?
I think the golf course was the star, Rich. Really, there's enough good holes out there.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, live second-round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the top. For the golfer we'll be following, a low score is going to be a must in order to make the cut, as they're currently 4 shots below the line. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern, but a well-flighted shot to this 3-level green will be well rewarded.
That is so well done. On into on this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll remain at +4. There's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box is at 9 stories high. It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Second shot for him now at the second. Deft touch there. Very well judged. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And hopefully that can jumpstart the round, because it's going to take a good one to overcome yesterday's performance and make it through to the weekend. Now to one of the toughest par 3s you're going to find at 227 yards. Just reaching the green is an accomplishment here. It's a full 90 yards uphill from the black tees to the putting surface. And the uphill shot there, difficult to judge, and that will wind up short. Now from below the green, a second up to this par 3. Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. Oh, no. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And that won't help the cause one bit. Here at the fourth, 383 yards from the back tee. It's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second. Miss-hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
"18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
This one started up the right side. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Yeah, sensational shot here, on and 2 on the par 5, and Frank, a good look at eagle.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Rich. 2 good shots into this par 5, and a chance to be more than well rewarded.
Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. This is an excellent hole here at Wolf Creek, the par 4-6, 447 yards. If you're going to hit driver off the tee, keep in mind there is a creek out there, and that approach is uphill to a hard green. This hole's all you want. You think the confidence is there after the eagle? Free and easy with a follow-through there. And that is a very good tee shot. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nope, got up and out of that one quickly. You could see it.
Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that's going to move him back to 4 over.
Maybe the best risk-reward hole here at Wolf Creek is right here at the par 4-7. It is, without question, drivable at 302 yards. However, getting that tee shot to stay on the green can often be a different story. We see plenty of shots go over the back, leaving an incredibly difficult pitch shot off the desert floor. Oof. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Yeah, this is one he's got to get just right. It's a tough putt, moving back to his right.
Yeah, that's not bad. He was hoping that would come down a little more, but that's good effort. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. We arrive now at the beautiful but treacherous par 3 8th, another one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, playing a stout 248 yards with a creek that wraps around the green from front to back. Important to hit your mark here. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt, just trying to get it in there close. Yeah, not quite a gimme, but that's pretty good. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 9th, 390 yards, and what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter and you are out here to have a little bit of fun, then maybe you want to take the head cover off, because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunker on that right side, or at least take that out of play, because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
A little under 90 yards left here for his second. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
And that'll do just fine. 10-foot putt left. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
The par 4 10th. What's the right way to attack this hole, Frank?
Rich, you've got to convince yourself there's more fairway down there than what it first looks because of that ridge on that right side. The desert there blocks your view off the tee. But this fairway is just as wide as every other fairway on the golf course. A good drive, sort of 280, 300 yard plus, will always take those bunkers down the left out of play. From there, that second shot, just be aware where the flag is. If they have it in that front or middle section, this is certainly a birdie hole. Anything on the green is going to be a very sort of makeable putt. Just be careful, though, when that flag is on the back right. That's the hard position because it brings that pot bunker into play.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
It's 132 yards to get you to the front of the green. 134 the number all the way to the flag. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he's going to stay at +5. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here. And this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at or even at least experience.
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough.
This one should run a second to this par 3.
This from 7 feet. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. From a par 3 to a par 5 here at the 12th. It measures 560 yards, a sweeping dogleg left, and there is some trouble down that left side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich. You've got to get the ball in play because you can really rack up a good score here. That water very much in play. Doesn't matter what club you decide to hit off the tee. 560 yards actually is reachable, believe it or not. But you've got to get it on the fairway. You don't really have to be too brave and try and take too much over there. The other thing, too, to consider about is this green is nearly half the length of an NFL football field. It's 55 yards from the front of this green to the back of the green.
Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. There may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Putter's let him down a few times, but this for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he's got it back to 4 over par. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees. But very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Oh my goodness, woefully short on that putt. 11 feet away. That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should set up nicely for a birdie. That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, in style. What a putt there at 16. It is down for a birdie. And he'll try and fight back as that scores back to 3 over par. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a 2-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that 3rd shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that 2nd shot on.
Oh, that one off the cart path. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Looks like that's going to come to rest on the cart pass, so there's some decisions to be made now.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll hold steady at +3. Finishing our round at Wolf Creek with another short par 4. 307-yard 18. Fairway wood or hybrid off the tee might be in order. The approach is the scary part here. Waterfall on the left, deep bunkers and rocks on the right, and a 2-tiered green that will make for a tough 2-putt. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. Okay, so the drop taken, and that will set up what's going to be his 3rd now to this par 4. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. No, didn't quite give that enough. Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that won't help the cause one bit.
So a disappointing end to the tournament for our featured golfer heading home.